And now turning our attention to the Horn of Africa, where rivals Ethiopia and Somalia have been gradually restoring their fragile diplomatic ties after a bitter dispute last year. In the latest, Ethiopia's Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed has arrived in Somalia today to hold talks with President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud. Photographs shared by the Somali presidency showed the two leaders shake hands on the airport tarmac, surrounded by people waving flags of the two neighboring countries. In a joint statement shared after Abiy Ahmed and Mahmoud met, the two leaders reaffirmed their commitment to strengthening cooperation for mutual benefit. They also expressed their commitment to implementing strategic infrastructure projects that ensured sustainable development and economic integration. The high-level meeting comes days after top diplomats from the two neighboring countries held the first round of technical talks in Turkey that were aimed at resolving their dispute. Tensions had escalated between the two sides after Ethiopia signed a deal with Somalia's breakaway region of Somaliland, leasing a port to establish a naval base in exchange for recognition of Somaliland's independence. However, this irked Somalia, which claimed that the deal infringed on its sovereignty. Mogadishu severed diplomatic ties with Ethiopia by recalling its envoy to Addis Ababa. Somalia also threatened to exclude Ethiopian troops from the new African Union-led peacekeeping mission, while it strengthened relations with Ethiopia's foes, Egypt and Eritrea. However, in December, both the countries came to the negotiating table in talks mediated by Turkey. Under the Ankara Declaration, both sides agreed to engage in constructive dialogue and cooperation, including Mogadishu granting Ethiopia access to the sea under Somalia's sovereignty. Ever since the signing of the declaration, both countries have taken steps to restore diplomatic ties. In January, the Somali president, Hassan Sheikh Mohamud, visited Addis Ababa in a sign of thawing relations. During his visit, he discussed ways to deepen trade and security cooperation against extremist militant groups. Then, this month, in addition to the first round of technical talks, the two countries signed an agreement allowing the deployment of Ethiopian troops as a part of the African Union peacekeeping mission in Somalia to fight terrorists. In March, both sides are scheduled to meet again for the next round of technical talks. So, as Ethiopia and Somalia work to heal their diplomatic rift, the road to lasting peace remains challenging. While the renewed dialogue is promising, the real test will be ensuring these agreements lead to stability and peaceful coexistence in the region.
Merci beaucoup. Hi. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Namaste, Mr. President.
Bharat Kelogon, Komeri Namaste.
How many people generally follow you in interviews?
Typically in a month we have viewers up to 150 million, that's more than twice the population of France. And in the last 2 years we had 3 billion viewers. So I say, Laurent, this is your chance to be famous. You're on first post. One word to describe your equation with Prime Minister Modi.
Amitié.
As India and France work together, are you creating a new era of non-alignment in the technology space?
India is a training superpower. 1 million engineers a year, more than all of Europe and the US combined. So we have that partnership. We have a partnership on the environment and the economy. We also have civilian nuclear programs. And that is something we've developed far beyond the France-India relationship. So we want to work together on AI.
And then comes China with its DeepSeek, creating models at a fraction of the cost. Did that innovation take you by surprise? Did that breakthrough make you sit up and think, what did the Chinese do and how?
But what did DeepSeek do? They took everything that was already available from the last AI model and then they recalibrated it.
So are you going to ban Chinese AI in France?
So we don't have this American approach of banning tech because of where it comes from.